Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs on this beautiful money-making Wednesday here with Pick Dawgz Morning Show. We're live 365, man. Just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see the day's action playing out. Today, man, we got 2 games from college football. We have a huge NBA card. And we got, 3 from the NHL? So 12 NBA, 3 NHL, 2 college football. Money making Wednesday, and I got a good crew. Help me break down today's action. I got the franchise player with me. Chris, what's happening? How you doing this morning?
Doing okay. A little bit frustrated this morning. You know, had an off day yesterday. 0-3, but the reads were right. It was the puck didn't bounce my way. We had a couple of overtime losses in the NHL. And actually, all my games yesterday went to overtime. I had the Thunder too, so. But it's okay. Bounce back today. New card. So lots of opportunities to make some money today. So I'm ready to break down the card.
Let's do it. Ashley, good morning. How are you?
Doing pretty well. I had a decent hockey day yesterday. I cashed in with the Devils. Sorry, Chris. Toronto's just, if it weren't for the Blue Jays right now, I think the city would probably be burning down over what's going on with the Leafs. But cashed in on the Devils, and then I had a tough beat with I had the Bruins on the money line. They tied it up late with a minute and a half left in the game, and then just to give up the game winner to the Panthers less than a minute later. So that was a little brutal. But Ashley's Edge also cashed in with the Sharks on the puck line. My Sharks were still defeated. That's unfortunate, but there's still some spots to take them. So positives.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them, man. Money making Wednesday. We'll talk about a little hockey today. Talk a little college football. Tony T, what's happening? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I've had a single play with the best bet with Western Kentucky, getting it done. Just looking at the board, just pick the healthy quarterback, and you got to the win. You got to the pay window, right? Three banged up quarterbacks, one healthy one. WKU got it done. 2-point conversion really would have mattered because they were getting points in that spot. But just kind of looking over my premiums, I need to post more midweek premium plays from college football. I think that's where my strength has been here in college this year.
From Tony T, man. From Tony T. I'm checked out completely of midweek college football. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. NBA is back, man. I'm not betting these midweek college football. But that's what I got y'all here for, man. To help me break it down. You know. I thought yesterday was fairly interesting. I lost last night too, Chris. I had one play yesterday, and I had the Thunder. The Rockets just came out and played them tough. That's really just all that happened. The Rockets just played them boys tough. Oklahoma City kind of didn't wake up. Shea Gilgeous didn't really wake up till fourth and then overtime. They had a chance in that first overtime. They were up 5. He came down, shot the 3. It missed, and then Rockets got back into it. So I thought it was a good game. Great way to start the season. Double overtime between 2 teams that are probably going to be battling at the top of the West all season.
Yeah, with the Rockets, all you hear are people touting the Rockets because of their size. What do you think? It's old. It's old size, but it's size.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, like you said, I don't feel like it was a wrong read or anything. The Thunder won 54 games last year by double digits. Yeah, no. So, was what it was. Look, we got 12 games from the NBA today, so I'm ready to break it down and attack it. My Lakers. It's gonna be a swag year for Luka, man. He gonna put up historic numbers, and they're gonna be all right. You know, they need Bron to come back with some energy. That's what they need. But I ain't gonna take too much. It's game 1, but man, he almost got our triple double for us too. I said a 40-point trip dub. I said it. I almost cashed that thing. Or were you 1 assist away? 42, 13, and 9. I think is what he finished with. So close. Huh? What happened in hockey yesterday? Did the Ducks get it done? Let me see. Did they win?
They try to remember.
They did win. They beat up on them Predators. Took them behind the shed, 5-2. Damn, my Stars got beat up yesterday, though. What happened?
Yeah, they did.
And the
I'm surprised the Kings finally won a game.
Yeah, trust me, so was I.
I have the Ducks finishing ahead of the Kings there, Chris. That's how much I think about the Kings.
I mean, it's not crazy. I mean, the Ducks improved 21 points from the season before.
Yeah. And Quenneville, boy, he's aged. Boy, he's aged, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's in some rough shape too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they'll be fine. It's just tough trying to get that sample size for the first 2 weeks of the season. But like I said, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Mammoth got it done. Shout out to them boys. AKA the hockey club, AKA the Coyotes.
Yeah.
Miss my Coyotes, man. Shout out to them.
Yeah, did I get it right? That
are you a Coyotes fan? Were you a Coyotes fan?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm born and raised a Sharks fan.
Oh, you did say that a minute ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to plenty of Coyotes games. It was a bummer that they lost, or that they left when I was there. Obviously, that was tough to see, but not surprising. If you guys have ever been out to Arizona, Glendale is a brutal location to get to.
God.
The Cardinals pull it off fine because it's football. Not even one game a week, but a Tuesday night 7:00 start. The rush hour is brutal. It's from Central Phoenix or the Scottsdale area, it's already 45 minutes without traffic. But throw traffic in there, it's not a good time. So to try to pull for hockey on weeknights, it's really not feasible. So they kind of screwed themselves there. And it's been a long saga of them they were trying to get new stadiums near ASU and in Scottsdale, and there was always things just throwing a wrench into the plans. So I do feel like one day they could make a comeback, but they're going to have to figure out where they're going to play. Glendale's not it.
Oh, Glendale, boy. I've been there for Dodger spring training. There's nothing around there. It's just nothing but desert. All of a sudden, here you are in Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah. It's a brutal place, at least for hockey.
Anything else y'all want to talk about before we jump into today's action?
Well, the Blue Jays and Dodgers Friday. Boy, they gave the Blue Jays a nice rest, huh? Usually after a Game 7 win, you get 1 day off. They give them 3 days off. So, but tickets are going. I saw, Chris, is that true? Tickets are going for $4,000 a ticket in Toronto for Game 1.
Nosebleeds are $1,200.
Oh,
this is insane.
Ugh. You've already shopped.
The Leafs.
Might got to cough it up, bro. You might got to cough it up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If anybody gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. You might got to cough it up. It's a once in a lifetime.
Oh, people will.
I'm talking to you personally.
No.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. As somebody who experienced it, remember, I was there for my team run, man. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You might got to go. You might just got to cough it up. You're going to look back on these memories and be like, God damn, I was there. And that's how I look at my Rangers World Series. I was there.
Yeah.
And I can save the $1,200 for a seat and get a nice hotel room so I can camp out the day before the parade. And then I'll get up extra.
I was at Game 5, Rangers D-backs, when the Rangers won it. D-backs didn't score a run. So that was a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, man.
It was cool to say I witnessed the World Series being won, but not when your team lost.
It might be cheaper, Chris, to get a flight to LA and buy a ticket in LA.
I told them that too.
We saw the Canadian. When they come out here to LA for the hockey, they come here. They come to LA, then they do the LA, Anaheim, Arizona, Vegas run. They would be in buses and buy entire sections.
Yeah, trust me, no, it wouldn't be cheap for me just because of everything else that would be going on, the external factors too. Because I got to keep myself busy somehow.
Plus
it's
200.
Only a 4-hour drive to Vegas too. So.
You've seen the Blue Jays record against lefties at home, and Snell's going against them in Game 1. So
you also seen Blake Snell's road ERA.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, it's a sandbagging, right? You only start 11 games. As I said before, if he started 30-plus games, he would not be this good. It's a total
Series
sandbag.
price, Tony, minus 200 plus 200. How you feeling?
I'm hoping if the Dodgers lose game one, then I'm on the Dodgers for the series. That's what I did with Toronto. When Toronto lost game one, I took them after their first game one loss. That's the only value you have there. It's going to be tough facing all those aces.
Do you give the Blue Jays any chance?
Oh, yeah, with their bats, definitely. It's going to have to be high-scoring games. They're going to have to win games 7-6, 7-5. Get up early so you get the bad Dodger bullpen. See, we haven't seen the bad guys yet because the Dodgers have been pretty much in the lead or close games. They haven't been in a situation where they've fallen behind and they have to go to their B guys. Because let me tell you, there's a big drop-off when you get off these Glasnow, Sheehan, and Vesias. Massive drop-off. So if you get a lead on the Dodgers and they got to go to the bullpen early, you're going to pound them.
Yeah, they went late with Snell and late with Yamamoto in games 1 and 2 also, so they didn't have to.
You got to get to them early. That's the key to that, is because then the bad guys come in and it'll be too much of a deficit to overcome.
Blue Jays ain't really, I'm just thinking back, they haven't really been early. They've been kind of mid-game is when they've been dangerous. Because I feel like to the Mariners, they fell down early in every game. And then like 3rd, 4th inning, 5th inning, 6th inning is when they kind of turned up.
They had 17 wins this season when trailing after the 6th inning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's about as long as Dodgers starters go. 6, maybe 7. Glasnow doesn't go very deep anymore. Glasnow will be coming out of the pen in game 1. You'll see Glasnow, Sheehan, and Sasaki in that 9th. Of course, that means the Dodgers have an opening for a starter. So they'll probably reload here with either, Framber or Ranger, or a long shot if they can get Detroit to trade Skubal. So
I'm sitting on a plus 700 Blue Jays World Series ticket. So
smart man, yeah. You can always hedge off that, but again, it's a big one.
Yeah, that was the one from earlier in the season. I went and looked at it yesterday. It's 700. So nice. We'll see. Yeah, I wish I'd have got it. I wish I didn't place it at the very beginning of the season. I feel like I would have got better odds at the very beginning. I think they were like plus 9 at the start. I think I bet it a couple weeks in, but
yeah. The question is, can Toronto keep the Dodgers under 5 runs a game at the bullpen or the start, the pitching and bullpen?
Oof. I don't know,
because I know that's.
Like I said,
the over might be the play in this series.
That's what I'm thinking too, especially in that ballpark.
Like I said, every time Ohtani's up, the butt cheek's going to be clenched. So it's going to be.
Yeah, you got Springer and the guys can hit though. The question is, can they hit? See, one thing with the Blue Jays, they did not do a good job with these aces. Good pitching, they struggled against good pitching because they're not going to get meatballs.
No, they showed up in the Mariners series.
Mariners, those guys, there was regression in their starters.
1 through 5, when healthy, they probably have one of the best starting 5s in the American League. No?
Oh yeah.
Kirby, Gilbert.
No, not this year. They regressed considerably. Their numbers from this
year.
Well,
you compare them against the rest of the American League. Who has a better 1 through 5?
Not too many. Not well. Now with the Yankees got better at the end, but yeah, AL starting staffs. Not too many are any good.
Bless you.
Thank you. I tried to get to the meeting, couldn't make it. Yeah. That's baseball. Any football, anything in the NFL that was interesting to y'all over the weekend? I only see y'all here on this show once a week, so we got not a huge card.
I was surprised with how bad the Jacksonville pass rush was. The defense for
Jacksonville. Tony. Oh,
what the hell was that? I mean,
that game still got me upset. I'm still mad about that game. I believed in the Jags a lot. That was my underdog of the year. Like, I really thought they was gonna come out and play some football, and they just laid an egg. Oh,
I mean, no Nakua. I mean, I can't believe how much time Stafford had in the pocket. No pressure whatsoever. They got a lot of speed on that team too. The defense are fast. Maybe the trip. Maybe they decided, they took their mind off football. That's what you got to worry about sometimes with these young guys. They're out in a foreign country. They needed that Bill Belichick speech. I won't say it here. A lot of bad words. Just look it up. The Bill Belichick speech when he had his team go overseas.
They usually perform pretty well in London, though. No,
Man,
Yeah.
They're the London
they're the
Jags.
London Jags.
Yeah.
They're the London Jags. Like, they supposed to ball out.
Maybe they met too many people over there. Maybe they have too many
They
friends.
went to Greg's and had too many sausage rolls.
They did something.
It felt too much like home.
Rams might be onto something though. They flew in the day before. They flew
That's
in
true.
before the jet lag could even catch up to them.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't at first. They were the first team. They were the first team to ever do that. So maybe that's the sauce. We have been seeing people just go and spend the whole week to get acclimated. But maybe.
But the thing is, Sean McVay has been the master of the travel. Like he loves going east. He's been dominant against the spread going east, like against all these East Coast teams. And maybe he's cracked the code on the Europe games. So
I don't know. These teams have like sleep consultants, sleep experts. They got something cooked up there.
Well, that's the key. Just land and sleep for 10 hours and get up and play the game. that'll get you over. Okay? Don't try to fight it when you land. You want to stay up. That's when it's tough.
Fair. Let me see.
Like Bill Belichick would say, he goes, Bill Belichick, this is a business trip. You're not here to eat effing fish and chips. That's part of it. It's funny when you hear it.
Yeah, I would. That's just me.
This week's NFL card is not great.
There's a lot of tough ones on there.
Yeah, like I'm just saying from like an entertainment perspective, it's not great.
Oh.
Thursday night's pretty cool. It's a good game. Other than that, you start looking at the card, you're like, ugh. Packers, Steelers, and then maybe Cowboys, Broncos. Other than that, it's not a lot of good games this week.
Yeah, that Vikings.
Giants, Eagles looking for some big revenge there, I guess.
Yeah.
The Commanders Chiefs, that Monday night game has some value if Daniels can healthy enough.
Lamar's back for Baltimore. No, I think Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamar's back. That 6.5 looks real interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, if the Bills and the Carolina Panthers, this is going to give us a barometer check on the Bills. If you can't go in there,
check on the Panthers.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out, right? Are the Panthers for real, and are the Bills that bad?
I read somewhere that Lamar
digress.
was still going to be out.
I thought I saw a report he back.
The report was that he was going to be back after the bye.
Yeah, they're aiming. They're usually aiming. Now I'm showing probable now. It's on my line service.
Yeah, he's playing. I'm telling y'all right now. Jay, the doctor, says he's playing.
Yeah, it looks like Andy Dalton's going to start for Carolina in that game. Dalton for we've got doubtful on Bryce Young here.
Damn, I'm off the Panthers that fast. I'm off of it. Bryce was in there. I would have been on the Panthers for sure. No Bryce, no Panthers.
Still question
which quarterback is the better matchup, Bo Nix or Caleb Williams?
I'm never touching the Broncos again.
Bo Nix, but they finna lose. I saw my mama.
They got the film. They got the film on Nix now.
Boy, we finna do them something nasty. I can't wait. I really wish. I don't know. I really want to go to Denver this weekend. Y'all know I love Denver, man. I want to go to the game, bro. Go.
I asked that because those are my two fantasy quarterbacks.
Prescott is, this is Dallas, right? They win in the regular season, and when the playoff time comes,
I don't know. You might got to hit that waiver wire this week.
I hit the waiver wire.
Bucks are only 4-point favorites.
Well, actually, that's a good question. Who is on the waiver wire? Maybe I should go look.
Bucks only 4 on the road against the Saints.
I don't know. That Superdome, a different place.
That Superdome, right? They get nuts over there for those
or
games.
now, what is it? Caesar's Dome.
Yeah. That's Mercedes-Benz, and now.
Yeah, I think it's Caesar's now.
Caesar's now, right?
Mike Evans out now. I don't remember what it was. I saw some stat the other day when Godwin and Evans are out.
Oh God, that's right. Yeah, they just took. Yeah, he's got no one to throw to again.
Yep. Interesting. That Packers Steelers is interesting though. Rodgers playing his old Packers. Sunday night football.
Yep. that'll be an interesting one. 49ers dogs here on the road against Houston. Not sure yet. Purdy or Matt
I
Jones.
gotta take the Texans again this week, even though they pissed me off on Monday. But like, I feel like I gotta take
that offense.
I don't know how the Niners keep winning. Skeleton
Defense
every week.
Even with that,
they're young. Their defense is young, but they're pretty good.
Here's my theory, and here's why I'm on the Texans. I'm gonna tell y'all, then we can get into today. If there's anybody that knows the system, it's D'Amico.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that knows Shanahan, it's D'Amico. So with his season on the line, and the 49ers have been overachieving, I like the Texans this week. But I was big on the Texans this past week, and we just seen what they did yesterday or 2 days ago. So
yeah, they've not been good on the road against decent teams. It's the bad teams they beat up on Tennessee and with Baltimore with a lot of injuries. So they should have beat the Rams in the open. That's why I have a hard time on the Rams. The Rams are so up and down. They could look good one like they did against Jacksonville, then they could put a stinker like they did against Texans and San Francisco.
Yep, man. Yeah, I know we just like to talk a little bit on this show, man. We don't see each other every day, so we got to catch up.
Look at this. Colts 14 here. Man, goodness.
Is it 14? I see a 14 and a half.
14 and a half now. Oh, jeez. Giants and Eagle rivalry. Oh, Dave, that's going to be a tough week of practice for the Giants. That's going to be a real tough week this week. Dave, that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points. I don't know. You have to, after that embarrassing loss, you could see, I don't know. You either see a bounce or a total laydown. I don't know what to think on that one, Giants and Eagles. After blowing, it's a back-to-back road game too for the Giants. They're blowing that one. Coach wanted everybody to know that it wasn't his fault. It was the defensive coordinator. I'm going to scream at him to make sure everybody knows it wasn't my fault.
All right, guys, let's do it. Let's talk about some of today's action, man. Money Making Wednesday. We will start in the National Hockey League Association, the NHLA, like that's what I call it. We got 3 games over there today. We got the Wild, a.k.a. the Smudges, like Mitch used to call them. They're out on the road facing the Devils. Devils are minus $1.35. We got the Red Wings and the Sabres. This is a even line, $1.10 either way. And the Canadiens and the Flames. Montreal's favored on the road. The Flames, will they continue to flame out? Or is today a day they get their shit together? What you think, Mr. Wraparound?
I'm gonna take the Devils. I'm buying in. I don't even care if they're starting Nico Dawes here, their third string goalie on the second half of back-to-back. The Minnesota Wild, one win over the Rangers, and they're going to erase what they've done over this road trip. They've been really struggling. The offense hasn't been consistent. The Devils are just playing some really good hockey right now. And until I have a reason to fade them, especially getting a reasonable line on the other side, I'll take them here minus 130, minus 135. And give me Montreal. The Flames, I know they'll get it back at some point. They're 0-3 at home. The problem is that the Flames were 6th worst in goals per game last year. The only reason they won as many games as they did was because the goaltending saved them. But the goaltending isn't holding up its end. Montreal's just playing the better hockey right now. Calgary's scored 8 goals during this 6-game losing streak. No, thank you. Give me the Montreal Canadiens on the road.
Ashley, what are we looking at in hockey today?
I agree with Chris on the Devils here. It's tough that they're on a back-to-back. I would like to take the Wild if I can get them a decent price on the puck line, but you can't. So they've just been so hot. And like Chris mentioned, the Wild's offense has been super up and down. Funny enough, they actually lead the NHL and on the power play right now, but that's just because they came out of the gate so hot. They're 0 for their last 7, haven't scored on it in the last few games. New Jersey's penalty kill has just been phenomenal too. They've been perfect since game 1. So I do like the Devils here on a decent price. And that's all I'm going to give out for now. I have a couple premium plays today on those other two, so I'll leave it at that for now.
There you go. Tony T, what you looking at today in hockey?
Yeah, I'm looking at Buffalo here facing Detroit. Gibson save percentage only 87% this year, and they're giving up 40 shots on goal on the road this year. So I'm going to look at the Buffalo Sabres to get it done again here on a Wednesday.
I still haven't had an NHL premium yet this year. I done left a couple. I should have had both my teams yesterday. I'm really mad at myself for not having them yesterday, both the Ducks and the Mammoth, the hockey club. Ooh, plus money too, Jay. What we doing? What we doing? NBA was back. That's what it was. It was day one NBA. I was blinded. I'm gonna get active in hockey here soon. Not today. Today's not the day. Maybe tomorrow. If I were to bet hockey today, though, I would agree with Ashley and Chris. I would lean towards the Devils. I just don't see a reason not to. And it's a decent price. So that's kind of why I look at that one there. That Sabres line is interesting with the Red Wings playing as well as they're playing. I would look at going the other way, taking the Sabres at home. Red Wings coming off they've been at home, for their last 5 games were at home, now out on the road. I just think this is a good spot to fade them. A little bounce back spot for Buffalo coming back home. We seen Buffalo win the last 2 games at home, which was against Ottawa and against the Panthers. So I just think this is a good spot for Buffalo, and the line kind of speaking to me here. Give me Buffalo. And the line kind of telling me to take the Flames too. I ain't gonna lie, but I can't. I can't. I won't. But I feel like it's the right play. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like the Flames the right play. We'll see. How many games of hockey tomorrow? Oh, huge card tomorrow. Turn me up. Stars in the bounce back tomorrow. Let me see. My Mammoth on the road playing the Blues. They might be getting plus money. Oh, them Ducks might be getting plus money against the Bruins on the road tomorrow, too. We might run back the same parlay tomorrow, too. I ain't gonna lie. We'll see. It seems like the NHL and NBA kind of aligned early in the season. They don't usually do this, I feel like, Chris, where it's like yesterday NHL had the big card, NBA had 2. Today the NBA got the huge card, NHL got 2. Tomorrow the NBA has 2. The NHL got the huge card.
So I can tell you right now, the Anaheim game is a coin flip.
What you think the line gonna be? Do you think I'm gonna get plus money?
I'm telling you, the line is a coin flip. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, so what is it? 110, 110?
115, 105.
Give me the Ducks.
Yeah, I think that scheduling now is because ESPN has got into the NHL business.
You're right, Tony.
Yeah, all the games are on ESPN Plus now.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
they want to. Yeah. No TNT NBA. I missed.
I know. I was just gonna say that. I know TNT gone. NBC last night wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was weird hearing Mike Tirico doing basketball though. That threw me off.
That's a little off.
That shit threw me off. Hearing him do football for the longest, hearing him do basketball threw me off.
We need to bring back Marv Albert. That's what was missing from the NBC was Marv Albert. It's not the same without Marv. That's what I got out of it.
They are though inside the NBA. The show that was on TNT.
Yeah.
Debuting tonight. So Chuck, Ernie, Shaq, and the crew.
Oh boy. We'll
see
see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that looks.
That might have to move to ESPN Plus or maybe streaming at some point.
Right.
Or a delay. They can have a nice delay for that one.
Right. So we'll see how that plays out, man. We'll talk some NBA here in a second. Before we get there, let's go to college football. Got 2 games over there tonight. Middle Tennessee versus Delaware. Delaware laying 9.5. And we got Missouri State versus New Mexico State. This line's about even, I see right now. -110 going either way. I think I see New Mexico State -1.5, but the money lines I see fairly even. So it's just one of those. Ashley, got any thoughts tonight, college football?
Yeah, I hate to take Middle Tennessee really in any situation, but I do think I'll take the points here. I just think it's too much for Delaware. They haven't covered as a favorite all season this year. Only 1-2 ATS at home. They do have better offense, but their defense has struggled a bit, especially on 3rd and 4th downs. So I do think Middle Tennessee can at least move the ball a little bit and get on the scoreboard. They've also kept their recent losses pretty close. 3 of the last 4 have been for 8 points or less. So I'll take the points with Middle Tennessee. And then in the other one, I'm going to roll with New Mexico State. They're at home. They're undefeated at home on the season. Their offense has been doing better, especially the run game recently. They've always been decent through the air. They're a top 50 passing offense. But the last couple of games, their ground game's really gotten run into. And Missouri State, they're not great against the pass. They're outside the top 100 pass defense. So I like the home team on this one, so I'll take the Aggies.
There we go. From Ashley breaking down some college football. Tony T, what you looking at?
Yeah, I'm going to look at Mississippi State plus 9.5. At this point of the year, I'm just looking at conference numbers. I think that's been successful for me over the years in these games. Just block out all the other games. Just look at how they go against each other in the conference. And Mississippi State in conference has been passing the ball pretty well. Good accuracy, 69%, 276 yards a game. They have limited teams on the ground and through the air against the conference. Delaware has not ran the ball effectively against the Conference USA and given almost 5 yards a carry. Tatadio, he's been there almost 6 years. I don't know how long he's been there. He's been there forever, but I'll take him here at that plus price. Missouri State, New Mexico. Yeah, I'm going to look at New Mexico State. New Mexico State. I'll look at them here. They do have a quarterback that has some big program experience in Logan. 5 Aggies have won 3 straight at home. When you're looking here at Missouri State against the conference, the quarterback accuracy has been an issue, and their defense has been bad against Conference USA, give up 5 yards a carry, almost 300 yards passing. Mexico State has gotten pretty good quarterback play at home against the conference. They also defend the run. I'll look at the Aggies there. Matter of fact, as a home dog, the Aggies 6-1 of the spread. I'll look at the Aggies, New Mexico State in that one.
I ain't got nothing for y'all from personally college football today. I'm just keep it 1,000. NBA is back. Chris.
Yeah, it's a lean towards lean towards New Mexico State for me here as well. I think I just trust them more here defensively. I think that's the big key here. The Bears like to lean on their pass attack, and I think that New Mexico State's pass defense is going to be up to the task here. And I think that New Mexico State can break down Missouri State defensively. I mean, they've played technically Missouri State's played the tougher schedule with SMU, USC, but they got crushed in both those games. So it really doesn't tell me a whole lot. And I think that going on the road here is going to be their detriment. So I'm going to go with New Mexico State here.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Money making Wednesday. Before we get to the NBA, Ashley, man, what do you got going on today over at PickDawgz Premium?
Yeah, I got to hop early today, but wanted to shout out. I do have a NHL underdog of the day that you can go check out, and then through the rest of the week, it'll be largely football focused. So Thursday and Friday, I will have my college football best bet of the day, and then once Saturday rolls around, I'll have a best bet as well as a 3-pack, and then same thing for NFL Sunday. So definitely go check those out, and then like the guys always like to promote, we have the longer term packages available. There's a lot of sports going on right now. College, NFL, NHL, World Series about to start. So if you want to get in on all that action, make sure you pick up a longer term package.
Ashley, we appreciate you joining us today. We'll see you on the NFL and college football show. They'll be coming out either tomorrow or Friday. We'll see when I get them out. But and next week here on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Ashley's Edge. Check out Ashley's Edge.
Thanks, guys.
Peace. All right, fellas. 3-man booth. And we headed to talk some hoops. Money making Wednesday. I do got NBA graphics. I got those because I did the jam session this morning, of course. There we are. Oh, is this yesterday?
That's yesterday's, yeah. OKC.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we go Knicks and Cavs.
All right. Y'all want to go 1 by 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. We can do whatever y'all want to do. I ain't tripping.
Let's do 3-3-3. Let's get some variety.
All right. We'll do 3 at a time. We do Cavs Knicks. Cavs laying 1.5, 226.5. And I made these mornings, so the lines might be slightly different. If they are, just kind of let me know.
Cavs up to 2 in places now still, so
okay. We got Charlotte and the Nets. Charlotte, I see 5.5. Total 228.5.
Coming down a little bit to 5 and 4.5 in some places.
Okay. And the public waking up and betting, that's kind of what's happening.
They said what?
And Orlando laying 8.5 on the Miami Heat, total 217.5.
More 8 and the total coming down to 214.5.
Okay. Tony, we'll start with you. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling Cavs in this one. We know Garland Strucer out here. Hart Robinson out for New York. We know Towns is the question mark here for the Knicks in this one. I would still have an issue firing a coach and taking to the conference finals and Tibbs. I want to see how that transition with Brown, especially on the defensive end, right? He didn't have much success with the Lakers, struggled there with De'Aaron Fox and the Kings down stretch. I was very surprised that he was the one for this job. But the Cavs have been very good on the road to the spread. We got 2 starters banged up for the Knicks. I can only look here at Cleveland in that one. And we look at Brooklyn and Charlotte. Boy, rough one to look at. But Cam, you got Cam Thomas. He's the one guy. Maybe he's the trade piece that's going to get, they're going to probably want to build up to get trade value, because that's what the Nets do, right? They trade guys at the trade deadline just to build up draft picks. So I look for Cam Thomas, Marco Porter to bring in the scoring leaders here. It's just tough to trust Charlotte shooting to lay these many points. It's just not a really good shooting team here. Josh Green, Grant Williams will be out for Charlotte here in this spot, and I'll look at the Brooklyn Nets there at plus the points in that one.
Yeah, I think today's NBA is tough. Right this second, I only got one bet. It's my gym session play of the day. There's another one that I like. I'm still on the fence. I'm probably going to add it. We'll talk about it. But we don't have no data. It's first time seeing these teams. It's tough. It's just tough. So here's my thoughts. I agree with pretty much everything Tony said about this Knicks Cavs game. Pretty much word for word. I think he watched the jam session. You watched the jam session this morning? But nah, Tony, for real. I worry about, getting rid of Tibbs, new coach, new system, how that new system is going to look for them. You got to remember, Cleveland beat the Knicks all 4 games in the regular season last year. I know Garland's out for this game, but I think Lonzo's a really good replacement as a point guard. He doesn't score the ball as much as Garland does, but I think what they're losing in scoring, they're getting in setting the offense up, defensive as well. So it's Cleveland for me here. Then I don't like that the Knicks are banged up. Last time I checked, OG Anunoby was game time decision. Karl Anthony Towns was game time decision. Josh Hart is out.
And Brunson, right? You mentioned Brunson's the Tibbs system was built for Brunson, right? That's. I want to see how that transitions now with Brown.
Me too. So
because that was a huge part of the offense was Brunson.
So these are 2 of the top 3 teams I think in the East this year. Cleveland, New York, and Orlando. Tonight, I'm leaning towards Cleveland in this one. I lean towards Charlotte. I like that the line's coming down. I said on the jam session, I don't want to lay 2 possessions with the Hornets coming out of the season. I think they're the better team. I think they should win this game. If you're putting together a money line parlay, I do think the Hornets should win this game. I'm just nervous, not really knowing exactly who they are, laying multiple possessions. That's all it is. Just nervous. That's all.
Yeah. The Nets, as bad as they were, they still had a winning spread record last year.
Yeah. New look Nets team, too. They got Michael Porter Jr. over there now. It's just we got to learn who some of these teams are. It's game 1. So no need to go balls to the wall and dig yourself a hole. I like the Magic here in this one. If this was any other team other than the Heat, this would have for sure been a premium. The reason it's not is because I feel like the Heat are the one team that play Orlando tough. Roster-wise, I think Orlando is twofold the team that the Heat are, especially with Hero out. I'm really high on Orlando this season. Like, I think they could be the number one seed in the East. I think they could make the finals. I'm so serious. Like, I'm that high on Orlando this season.
Yep.
A little nervous about laying 8.5 here in this game.
Well, no hero for Miami. But it's interesting what he thinks about Norman Powell coming over, a 3-point shooter for Miami who desperately needs a shooter over there.
Yep. I think Orlando for sure wins this game. So you're putting together a money line parlay. You should be gravy with Orlando. I'm not worried about them losing whatsoever. And what was the other one? Oh, that was it.
That's it. 3. You did 3. Yeah.
Chris, what you thinking?
The one game that I do like, you stopped on. I'm taking the Nets and the points.
I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Mainly because, when we come into the season, we don't know who these teams are. And a lot of times, I'm going to just trust my gut and sort of just come with what's brought us to the dance. And the Brooklyn Nets last year actually had the best ATS record as a road dog of teams with at least 10 games played. 24-13-1 against the spread as a road dog. The Hornets have failed to cover 10 straight as home favorites. For me, it's the 5.5 here with the Nets. Again, wouldn't be mad at the Hornets money line play as part of a parlay. Maybe they win this game by 3 or 4. But I think the Nets just going to once again be one of those teams that just get a ton of points on the road and find ways to cover. So give me the Nets and the points. And if I'm betting anything in that Cavs-Knicks game, it's that Lonzo Ball gets injured by the end of the game.
Oh, no.
I'm not betting. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I'm saying the dude can't stay healthy.
Fair. Raptors, Hawks. Hawk Romanelli Wednesday. I tried to get Romanelli to pop on today. I really, really did. He's kind of sick though, so he didn't come. I tried to get him for Hawk Romanelli Wednesday though. I tried. We got Sixers, Celtics. Celtics slaying 2.5.
No, it's 3.5 now.
Oh, going up.
Yeah, going up. That surprised me.
And Pistons, Bulls. Pistons still 4.5.
No, they're down to 3 in the total 237 now. Big movement there.
There we go. He's in the comments though. He said next Wednesday he'll be on. I wonder if the Hawks are playing.
They don't play.
I'm
I'm just kidding. I didn't actually check. I just.
Oh, okay. I'm up first here in this slot. I lean Pistons. Not in love with it. We saw them grow up last season in front of our eyes. We all love the Pistons down the stretch. I think they for sure should be a top 5 team in the East this year. First game of the season. Am I rushing to lay multiple possessions on the road? Not really. That's all I'm saying. I'm not rushing to the window to do it. I like them. I think they should win. I think they should cover. We'll see. Celtics, Sixers. Jaylen Brown is game time decision. If he's in, Celtics. If he's out, Celtics. Hey, one thing we loved doing last year was fading the hell out of Philadelphia. They were the worst ATS team in the NBA last year. Until they give me a reason to bet on them, I'm going the other way. It's just that simple. It's just that simple for me. I think a lot of people overreacting to the Celtics losing some pieces. Porzingis gone, Horford gone. Of course, Tatum out with the Achilles injury. Pretty big losses, but I still think this team is going to be really good at or near the top of the East. They still got enough pieces, man. I like the Celtics. They come out and make a statement tonight. And I'm leaning Raptors. If Romanelli was here, that might have been the oomph enough to push me onto the Hawks. But not totally in love with this game. The Raptors were just a really good ATS team last year, and laying points on them I don't think is a good idea. And I'm not sure who the Hawks are going to be this season. I'm just not sure who they're going to be. This is a game. This is a team I need to see more of, really both teams. Lean Hawks. I don't have any money on this game whatsoever today, though. So just letting you know my thoughts. Chris?
I'm gonna go to that Celtics Sixers game. I'm gonna take the Sixers. I think the thing the thing for me here, and it's not necessarily anything about the Celtics. I think that Joel Embiid is a miserable son of a bitch, and having to sit on the sidelines and watch that Philadelphia team be a dumpster fire last year. Now that he's healthy, I think that the Sixers are they're going to be that team that has the stigma on them from last year that they were just crap. But got to remember
they are just crap.
Well, but not when Embiid's healthy and Maxi's healthy. Yeah. The only player that I see on their injury report that's questionable is Paul George.
He's out, and McCain's still out.
Yeah, McCain.
Well, I still think they at least show up here. Tony, you said it was 3.5 now.
Yeah, it is now up to 3.5.
Yeah, so especially now that it's up over a full possession, I could easily see, 111, 109, 110, 108, something like that, where Celtics win, Sixers sneak in the back door and cover.
There you go. But I think you put Jay to sleep there, Chris.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I think he
put him to sleep.
I think I knocked him out.
You knocked him out there. You got some doses there.
Let's see here.
We had Raptors, Hawks, and Pistons, Bulls.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the. I'm trying to find it on the. Oh, his power just went out. That's what happened.
All right.
Oh, and with that, go the graphics. Okay. Let's see. Can I? Oh, no. Hold on. I'm gonna get this right. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, and I like the over in Pistons Bulls. Two teams that have cores that are very, very young. I mean, the entire Bulls core is 25 years of age or under, pretty much. And the Pistons were a team that just had a great year last year, and they're going to continue to ascend. But I'm expecting points here. We saw high totals between these two teams last year. The one that really didn't get that high was because it was a 40-point blowout. So I'm taking the over in Bulls Pistons. But let's see where we leave off.
Yeah, Toronto Hawks, 76ers Celtics.
Yeah, I got it here. Let's go with we're gonna go Grizzlies, Pelicans.
I haven't got mine in yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I agree with you on Philadelphia here. Whenever I see Embiid, I see who's guarding him, and guarding Embiid is going to be Quetta. He was like a third string center for them.
Oh, you play Utah State?
Utah State, yeah. I don't like that matchup here for Boston whatsoever. And also the 1-2 combo of Maxey and Embiid inside, outside. One thing with the movement here for Boston, they become smaller now. There, we'll see if they can get those threes over the defense. We'll see how that rolls for Boston. But I like Philadelphia here. Toronto, Atlanta. Who's playing defense in this game? No one. So give me the over in that one there. Toronto looks like a pretty good scoring night when they're healthy. Toronto, I like some of their additions there to their roster. Barnes, Quickly, Barrett, Ingram. Looks good scoring night when they're healthy. That's the quick key is health. But again, with Atlanta, some good healthy roster additions as well there on the Atlanta side. Matter of fact, key additions for Atlanta were Porzingis and Luke Kennard, who's one of the most underrated players out there in the NBA, but a very good three-point shooter there. And one thing to note here with the Hawks, a very poor team defending threes. So give me the over in that one. Pistons and Bulls. We've seen the Bulls. We've seen the Pistons land about 3 in this one, and I can only look in this one. We got Sasser and Ivy out for Detroit, LeVert probable, but Kobe White is out for Chicago. That's the big one here for me. So I'll look at the Pistons there in that spot. The Chicago defense is a concern. I like the backcourt of Cunningham and Duncan Robinson, who could be pretty good here. I think they're going to give him a problem. Here's a matchup that I like for Detroit, Duran versus Vucevic down low. So I'll look at Detroit in that one.
Yeah, sorry. The Jay getting booted threw me off. All right, we got the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. Grizzlies laying 4, total 237. We got the Bucks laying 10 at home against the Wizards. Total set at 228.5. And the Jazz 10-point home dogs against the Clippers. Total set at 226. Tony, anything you like here?
Yeah, I like in this block of games. I like Memphis here to get it done against the Pelicans. The Jordan Poole just scares me with Zion on the court. That combination just it doesn't appeal to me. Jordan Poole just an inefficient guard with a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad shot selection here. New Orleans they lose. They let McCollum go for Jordan Poole. I just don't get it. I think McCollum was a good player there. They were not a very good defensive team. Of course, the Grizzlies firing their coach. They turn over to Yasolo. They do lose Bane, but they do get Ty Jerome and Caldwell Pope there. But John Morant's off the injury report. I guess the ankle's okay. Pelicans defense for me is a concern, so I'll look at Memphis in that spot. Wizards and Bucks. The Bucks are going to insert McCollum and Chris Middleton in their starting lineup. I should say the Wizards are going to insert McCollum and Middleton in their starting lineup. With all these young guys around them. Milwaukee did add Miles Turner, and they do have veterans off the bench in Bobby Portis and Cole Anthony. I like the over in that game. I don't see a whole lot of defense here from either of these squads. I do see the Bucks being able to really have should get what they want in this game against Washington. I don't think there's a lot of defense there from these teams. So I'll look at the over in that one. And this might be your blowout game of the night. Clippers and Jazz. Give me the Clippers here. I know it's a big number, but who other than Market and who's going to score for this Utah Jazz team? I think Market is going to get moved, by the way. I think they're going to showcase him for a trade. Keontae George doesn't excite me. But the Clippers are just loaded, man. Oh my goodness, with starters. They added Bradley Beal and John Collins. They did lose Norman Powell, but Beal can, I think in this role is better for him. They're not asking him. He's not going to be part of a big three in Phoenix anymore. There's a lot of scoring to go around and defense. That's one thing to note about the Clippers. They defended very well. And don't forget, you got Brook Lopez to relieve Ivica. So there's a lot of rim protection there for the Clippers. This team's loaded. I like them here in what will be the blowout of the night.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the Wizards plus the 10. I almost thought about putting something on Wizards money line. Just going back to what about the Bucks. I mean, what's this team going to be? We saw the Wizards in 3 games last year give the Bucks all sorts of fits. Lost by 3, 11, and 10, I believe. So I think Washington is actually the team with a little bit more stability. I mean, the only stability that the Bucks have right now is bringing back Giannis. But I think that the Wizards, we said it last year, I mean, that the Wizards were a team that either got crushed by double digits or won games outright. There were very few instances where the points became a factor. And I think that the Wizards here at least keep it close. They'll keep it respectable. So give me Washington and the points in this one. Clippers Jazz is ugly. The Clippers, or the Jazz usually, at least show up for the first couple games at home before just tailing off. But yeah, I don't know anything. I don't want to go with anything in that one. Same thing with Grizzlies, Pelicans. I don't love anything in that game particularly. So I'll take the Wizards and the points. I might sprinkle a little something on Wizards money line in that one just for the heck of it. And we'll go with the final 3. We got the Mavs laying 2.5 at home against the Spurs. We got the Suns laying 4 at home against the so you get the Sacramento Kings, and the Blazers 4-point home dogs against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The only one I'm going to go with here is Phoenix laying the 4. The Sacramento Kings to me just feel like a team that's kind of in purgatory. Not good enough to challenge for a top 6 seed. Not bad enough to tank out and get a high lottery pick. The Phoenix Suns, I think, are going to be a team. It's not going to be as good as last year's team. Obviously, you drop off Kevin Durant, but I think Jalen Green was at least a nice get back for them. So I'm going to go with Phoenix here. I'm going to take Phoenix, and then I'm going to lay the 4 points. I lean towards Minnesota here just because I think that Minnesota is the better team. And I think they're at least at least 4 points better than the Blazers, but I don't love anything there. And Spurs Mavs maybe over 224.5 in that one, but yeah, I think the only one I like here is the Suns. Tony, what do you like here?
Yeah, the toughest one for me to cap is that Dallas Spurs game. I'm going to stay away from that one there. I would lean Dallas, but not very strongly. It's the least confidence in my pick. Yeah, I agree with Phoenix here as a spot. When you look here, Booker and Allen here getting the started guards. You got Williams, the win protector, coming over from Charlotte here for the Suns team. And you've got the former Trailblazers, Drew Eubank at center for the Kings. The Suns should have the edge there, getting to the hole here against this Sacramento team, who's going to be without Keegan. I believe in this game they're going to be without Murray and Sabonis are out for Sacramento. That we know Jalen Green will be out for Phoenix, coming over in that Houston deal. Dylan Brooks there here for Suns. I like the Suns in that spot. Minnesota went to Portland last year to start the season. I think they lost both games, if I'm not mistaken, or they had struggles against them. They might have split. But I think they'll be ready for them. I just think there's just too much talent on Minnesota. I know Anthony Edwards is questionable. That's the one injury concern there. But I think there's enough depth to cover it here against a Portland team that's a little different, right? They got rid of Aiden, but they got the UConn center in there clinging to cover. But Scoot Henderson's out of this game. And we know Robert Williams, the center, out. So, Dame is injured, so he'll be out for most of the season. But other than Anthony Edwards questionable, you got a pretty healthy Minnesota team going into Portland. I'll look at Minnesota in this one.
It was a back-to-back in Portland last year, and Portland did win both.
Okay, yeah.
But they also played 3 times in a 5-day stretch. Played in Minnesota. Minnesota won by 25, and then back-to-back wins by Portland. In Portland is 9 and 10-point dogs. So.
I still got my memory.
It's those omega 3s.
It is.
Man, that was the craziest thing ever. My power just went out. The timing, like, what the heck? Back though. Y'all at the end? Y'all finished?
Yeah, we got to the last 3. You can.
All right.
We just did the second half of the card. If there's anything you have from the second half of the card.
Yeah, so you got the last 6 ready to roll.
For sure. Y'all can watch the jam session for in depth. I'll just kind of gloss right quick. Blazers, Timberwolves, I'm pass. It's just a pass for me. Anthony Edwards injured. Maybe a Blazers first quarter, Blazers first half type of play. I'm cool. I like the Suns tonight. I like the Suns. I think a lot of people are the same way Chris was saying he felt earlier about the who are you saying that about the Sixers? I feel like people feel that way about the Suns. KD gone. They're ready to sell all stock on everything Phoenix. I actually think they're going to be better this year without KD than they were with him. Sounds crazy, but I think they're going to have an uptick defensively, and they're going to play with more effort. And I think Devin Booker's a ball hog, bro. That's what he's been his entire career. He needs the ball in his hands to control the game, control the pace. And against a Kings team, no Sabonis, no Levine. I mean, Levine's in, but you got Levine, DeRozan, and Westbrook, Schroeder. It's just a bad mix.
I think Keegan Murray was out for a second.
Yeah, Murray's out.
Yeah.
I think Phoenix, this is a good spot for them to start fresh at home, new season. Give me the Mavs. The reason I'm on the Mavs is because if there's any team that needs a win, it sounds crazy, but the Mavs need a win. They need it badly. And that's why I think they go and get it. You got to remember how the season ended for this team. It was bad. I'm here in the city, y'all. It was bad. It was as bad as it gets. When you think of a franchise losing their fan base overnight, that's worst case scenario. And that's what the Mavs went through. The NBA threw them a bone. They gave them Cooper Flag back. Now they got to go back and earn it all back. And I think night one at home, debuting your new shiny toy at the crib, like this is a spot they come out, play hard, and try to earn it all back, try to gloss over it like it didn't happen. They need this. So I like the Spurs. I will be on the Spurs a ton this year. If we're talking X's and O's, though, if you want to, I like the spot for Dallas. It's a good spot for Dallas. Now, if we're talking X's and O's, the Mavs might be the team best equipped to compete with San Antonio because of how many bigs they have to throw at them. They got Lively, they got Anthony Davis, they got Cooper Flag, they got PJ. You know, I think Gafford's questionable, injury, probably won't play. Yeah. But if he was in there, him too. Like the Mavs are a team, they're big enough, well enough equipped to deal with a guy like Wemby. I think Wemby's going to be a top 5 player this year. I think this the year you're going to be like, oh my God, mind blown with Wemby, some of the stuff he does. Not night one. And he might have some huge moments tonight. I just think the moment's bigger for the Mavs. They need this. And I think they get it.
Flag's projected for 32 minutes tonight. Wow.
Yeah, he's starting at point guard.
Yeah, he's starting. That bench isn't bad, you know. PJ,
no, they're one of the deepest teams in the league.
Yeah, they got a bench.
The Mavs, bro, I'm no longer a fan of that team, but I made an oath to myself. I will not hate on this team this year. I will be completely unbiased, and I will try to tell y'all the truth. And the truth is, looking at rosters, if they get healthy, they might have the best roster in the NBA. Just flat out. They might. Adam Silver gave him a bone, giving him Cooper Flag.
Oh, yeah.
I still can't believe that shit happened. Like, I still can't believe it.
David Stern textbook move.
Yes, like, bro.
He read his book. He read David Stern's book.
Shit's nasty. Grizzlies, I like the Grizz against the Pels. Memphis is just one of those teams at home I love betting on. And I think they're one of the few teams that has somebody who can slow down Zion and Jaren Jackson. Many teams don't have a guy that can slow down Zion. I think Zion's going to have a monster season. I just don't know if we're going to see that on the road night one in Memphis. So leaning towards the Grizzlies. We'll see what the Grizzlies are going to be moving forward, though.
And think about that Jordan Poole combination with Zion in there.
Yep. And that's really it. Small lean on the 2 big favorites, Milwaukee and the Clippers. But am I really rushing to lay those bigger numbers? And I got bit laying a big number last night. So, you know. But that's it, man.
The Jazz just look horrible. Other than Markin, and who's going to score for that team? I mean, I'm trying to find something over there. Can't find anything. Sensabaugh, Hendricks, Keontae George, Kessler. Woo! It's a rough starting 5 there.
Man, and then Ace Bailey himself is questionable tonight. It's just not a good spot for the Jazz. We'll see. That's it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Man, Money Making Wednesday. We covered it all. We talked some college football. We talked some baseball. We talked a little NFL. And we covered the entire NBA. Man, Money Making Wednesday. Chris, what you got going on today over at PickDawgz Premium?
Yeah, for me today, it's my 3-pack on the board. I got my NBA big play. I also got my NHL power play. And then I got a 3-pack, my hoops and hockey 3-pack on the board from all 3 of my plays. So make sure that you check that out. Have a bounce back day lined up today after just an off day yesterday. We normally come back strong. Still showing a lot of profit on the 7-day leaderboard. So make sure that you check that out over at PickDawgz Premium. Pair me up with Tony. Pair me up with Jay. Pair all 3 of us up. Remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase.
Hop on with the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, what you got going on today?
Yeah, you got a best bet over on the board right now over at PickDawgz from college football. I've been having a good string here with the best bets of late, so get on board with me. You can also consider long-term passes now with all these sports overlapping: college football, NFL, World Series starting Friday, and of course the NBA is back, and we're less than 2 weeks away from college basketball. So you may consider those long-term subscriptions. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. Save that 15% off, and match me up with both Jay and Chris with the multi-capper promotion.
Tony T, ladies and gentlemen, continue to kick the crap out of the books. For me tonight, I did drop my NBA play of the night last night. I'm 0-1 in the NBA this year. Damn, I wanted to go rip off like 30-0. Oh well, let's go 30-1. I love my play tonight. I have, as of right this second, I only got one play, and it's the only play that I felt like I had to be there. I had to put a pretty penny on tonight. So 12 games, I'm just attacking one heavy. If you want to join me, $30 over at PickDawgz Premium. You can scoop it up. But I might add one more. There's one more play I know I should be on, so I'm likely going to add it. So you'll get 2 plays from me tonight in the NBA. That's really it. The second one will be for long-term subscribers. So just the NBA Jam Session play for sale. Hop on something long-term. As we get more data, as we get more information, as more games are played, I will have more action. I'm a spot and situation better. It's not a whole lot of spots and situations the first week of the NBA. It's just not. So as we get more data and stuff, my level of plays, y'all know I'm probably the most heavy volume NBA guy we have here at PickDawgz. So I will have a ton of volume. It's just give me a second. Let me get my bearings in the NBA first. But I love tonight's NBA play of the day. Scoop it up. Let's make some money on a money-making Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. And we're going to finally see tomorrow. Actually, there are 2 teams we haven't seen played in the first 2 days. Tomorrow we see them. That's Indiana and Denver will play tomorrow for the first time this season.
Yes, sir. Last 2 teams left to debut. Indiana, I believe, is at home against the Thunder.
And the Nuggets on the road against the Warriors.
Okay. Little 2-team card tomorrow. So they already mad at me. I dropped the gym session this morning at like 7. They was like, you said you're going to do it last night. I know. I'm going to do it tonight. So
tough on those 12-game cards and trying to – it's always hard. The first day when you have the first big card, it is so hard to do these things, man.
It is. Like in
any sport.
Yeah, it's huge card, first one. There's not a whole lot to pull from. You just kind of took me a minute. But
I wouldn't be surprised if Romanelli's already working on his college basketball the first day for a week from Monday. It's just so much. It's hard the first few days of the new season.
Yes, it is, man. But we're here breaking it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. Man, money making Wednesday parlay time. Chris, what you parlaying up today?
Let's go with the New Jersey Devils.
Okay.
Let's go with the Washington Wizards plus the points.
Ew.
And the over in Bulls Pistons.
Tony, what about you, sir?
I'm going to take the Heat. I think Norman Powell is going to be the parlay buster of the year. He's going to be hitting threes at the buzzer to blow parlays when the Heat are dogs. I'm going to take the Heat plus the points. Give me the over in Raptors and Hawks. There's no defense there. And I like the Suns there against the Kings.
3-teamer for me. Grizzlies laying the points. Celtics laying the points. Magic laying the points. 3-teamer. Birdcage. I haven't done that in a while. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out all the content that Chris does. Check out the wraparound. He covers every NHL game on the daily. Of course, he does plenty of other video content for us here on the YouTube channel. Breaks down pretty much every single game, half of the card every day, him and Brad. So check that out. And the written content, if you want it in written form, he writes articles out the site as well. So check out Chris over there. Tony T, man of many talents, man. Yeah, he does plenty of video content himself. You guys can check it out. And he does plenty of work for us right here at PickDawgz as well. So, and you'll see him here every Wednesday. And of course, the jam session up already for today. I'll post tonight's for tomorrow tonight. And I ain't got nothing else. Chris, any final words before we get out of here for the day?
No, sir. Let's make it a winning day.
Tony T, any final words before we get out of here for the day?
Well, I'm just looking forward to next Wednesday when we'll see the Dodgers looking to go up 4-0 in the series.
Not happening.
Man, Tony doesn't seem like the type to start early drinking on a Wednesday.
This is a Blue Jays program. Appreciate y'all, man.
Javi is a favorite. Who is he playing? Who I just against Missouri, 2.5-point favorites against Missouri at home, Vanderbilt.
Diego.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, I know this is a Vanderbilt program too. Shout out.
I had to look at that line just for this show.
Yeah. Shout out Vandy, man. We'll break it down as we continue on. Appreciate y'all. Make it a winning day. We out of here.